Hi, I'm gonna teach you how to play Lush, my roll and write garden game. So on the left side over here, you can see how to play the game. So basically what you do is that you roll dice and you find a shape and you find a flower that you're gonna plant in your garden. You have 10 turns to do this. So let me just take you through how I play it, and then we figure out along together how to play it. So what we do first is that we grab a pencil and we grab 2 dice. So I have 2 dice here. You have to trust me when I roll. But I hope that is okay. Then we roll for shade. So these plants we have up here, they do not like shade. And what you can see out here is that we have a lot of small numbers scattered around. It goes from 1 to 6. So what we do is that we roll our first number, which is 1. So now we find all ones. Let's see, we have 2 here. And most importantly, you have to do it with a black color, otherwise you can't see it. Then we have ones here. And then we have ones here, 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 here. All right, that was all the ones. If you're in doubt whether you have found them all, there's 10 of each number. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then we roll again. And as you can see over here, if we roll the same number, we add 1 and it goes like around. So if you roll 6 and you have rolled a 6, it goes back to 1. So let's roll again. We roll the 6. So let's find all the 6s. We have some 6s down here. Here. We have 6s. Let me just see if I can find the last ones. We have 6s here. Oh, right here. And I think that was all of them. All right, so now in this game, our garden has that much shade on it. What we do now is that you can see we have a cat and we have a dog in the garden, and they like and dislike some plants that we plant. So we want to plant the right plants next to it and not plant plants that they dislike. And to find out what they likes and dislikes, we will roll for that. So let's roll the 4. So our cat really likes this plant. And it really dislikes paths. Don't like noise. Our dog likes 5s. It likes to be next to a path. And it dislikes 4, and 4 was this one. All right, so it's kind of opposite. All right, now we have rolled this. Let me just explain to you, because this one is different. So if you roll a 6, you can decide whether you want 1 through 5. You can only choose one of them, but you will get weed growing next to it. All right. All right, so we have figured it all out now, and we're ready to play. So what we do now is we roll 2 dice, and then we get a shape and we get a flower. So let me just roll something here. I rolled 2 3s. All right, so we get tulips, or what it is, and we get that shape. So now we have some options. Tulips, our dog and cat does nothing with it. What's important to know is that we have a symbiosis bonus in this game. So Tulip really likes to be next to this plant. So if we can plan a bit ahead. Also important to know is that you can only place legally next to a path at the beginning of the game. Once you have flowers going, you can like plant flowers next to other flowers, and that's is what I'm trying to explain down here, is the legal placement of stuff. All right, let's see. Maybe we should rotate it basically. So let's try and rotate it, and we can like fit the tulip in here. So we will do a tulip down this way. All right, and that was our first turn. And what I have done to illustrate this is I have made some leaves over here, so you will scratch out of the leaves. All right, that was our first turn. Now we will roll again. I got a 3 and a 4. So what we can do now is that I can choose either one of these two and either one of these two. So let's see, I really want our cat to be next to this. Oh, sorry, I made a mistake down here. This should be that one. Sorry about that. So we have these two shapes with either one of these flowers. So what I will do is that I really want a path to go this way. Because a dog likes path, and the way you score path is different than the way you score flowers. The way you score flowers is by you count the biggest garden, the biggest flower bed you have. So if I also had one tulip over here, I will count this one. So I got 5 points for that, and that is wasted. Paths, on the other hand, if they connect, they score points. If they don't connect, there's no points. And I really wanted to go like this. Or like this. It doesn't matter, you just have to connect to either one of them. All right, but we got these two or these two. So I take the 4th flower, and I think I grab that shape. All right, and we like so. All right, so imagine if we start the game now. I will get 5 points for each of these. So I will write 5 here, and I will write 5 here. More importantly, I have these two adjacent to the cat, which gives me 1 extra point per flower, which means that I will now get 7 points. Yeah, so that's basically it. You have some more abilities over here. You can choose to place down a path. Abilities you can use whenever you like. There's no restriction. You can only use it once. You can re-roll, or you can add one to the roll. And you can say that you get no weeds when rolling a 6. Also, weeds are negative. You don't want that. If we were so lucky that we had like tulips over here, we will get like, let me just see. So we would get 1 point here and 1 point here. So that was 1 plus 1 point and plus 1 point, basically. All right, and that is how you play the game. Let me know if you have any suggestions at all on where I can take this, or any feedback on how you enjoyed the game. That could be really, really awesome. But see you around.